Strategy 1. Stop picking from the same shelf. We keep ending up in the same relationship. Different name, different face, same argument at 11 p.m., same feeling of being invisible, same exit, and we call it bad luck. It's not bad luck, it's a pattern, and patterns have a source. Here's what to do today. Write down the last 2 or 3 people you were seriously drawn to. Not who you dated, who you wanted. Now look for what they had in common. Not looks, behavior. How they communicated. How available they were. What they made you feel in the first 2 weeks. That list is your internal shopping list, and you've been following it without ever reading it out loud. Here's why this works. Our brain builds a template early. It's assembled from the first relationships we watched and felt, usually before we were 10 years old. That template doesn't say find someone kind. It says find someone familiar. Familiar and good are not the same word. But to the brain, familiar feels like home. So we walk into a room full of strangers and we are magnetically pulled toward the one person who fits the old mold, even when that mold was broken to begin with. And be honest, you felt that pull before. That instant, electric, this person is different. They weren't different. They were a perfect match for the template. Strategy 2. Stop mistaking intensity for connection. Now that we can see the template, we need to talk about the fuel that keeps us running back to it. That fuel is intensity. The racing heart. The anxiety of waiting for a text. The high of finally getting attention from someone who doesn't give it easily. We've been calling that feeling love. It isn't love, it's our nervous system doing what it was trained to do. Do this today. The next time you feel that sharp, almost painful pull towards someone new, pause. Ask yourself one question. Do I feel excited or do I feel relieved? Excitement is about them. Relief is about you. Relief means something in this person is resolving an old ache. That's the trap. The reason this matters is that our nervous system was shaped in conditions where inconsistency was normal. If the people who were supposed to be reliable weren't, a parent who was warm one day and cold the next, a household where love had to be earned, then our system learned to read uncertainty as the signal that something real is happening. Calm, consistent, available people feel boring to us. Not because they are boring, because they don't match the template. So we chase the chaos and call it chemistry. Strategy 3. Interrupt the audition process. Here's the pattern we don't talk about enough. We don't just pick the same person. We become the same version of ourselves around them. We audition. We shrink or we overperform or we go quiet about what we actually need. And then 6 months in, we're exhausted and invisible, and we wonder why they don't really know us. The action here is simple and uncomfortable. In the first few conversations with someone new, say one true thing you'd normally hold back. Not a trauma dump, just one honest preference, one real opinion, one small boundary. Watch what happens. If they pull back, that's information. If they lean in, that's also information. This works because it breaks the audition early. We stop performing and start filtering. The goal isn't to find someone who tolerates us. It's to find someone who actually responds to us. The real version, not the version we constructed to be chosen. And here's the thing. If saying one honest thing feels terrifying, that's not a personality trait. That's the pattern talking. Strategy 4. Grieve the template. Don't just swap it. We can do all of this work and still snap back. Why? Because we haven't grieved what the template was trying to get us. The template isn't random. It was built around something we needed and didn't fully receive. Chasing it over and over is an attempt to finally win that thing. The approval, the stability, the feeling of being chosen by someone who's hard to reach. Today's action. Name what you were actually looking for in the last relationship that didn't work. Not what you wanted from them, what you needed underneath that. Safety, consistency, to feel like enough. Write it down. Say it plainly. Because until we name the real need, we'll keep sending the wrong person to fill it. The summary for the shredded attention span. We keep dating the same person because our brain is following an old map, not the actual road. Intensity isn't connection, it's just familiarity wearing a disguise. We audition instead of showing up, so we attract people who like the performance. And we can't break the pattern until we name what the pattern was actually trying to get us. You already know which part of this landed. You felt it somewhere in the last 4 minutes. The question isn't whether the pattern is real. The question is whether you're tired enough of it to do something different, or whether you're going to close this video and go text the same person again. Either way, we're done here.